This is a 1932 Ultimate Model 417. This is a chassis that I've had tucked away into my bench for quite a while, and I have pulled it out and I've kind of brought it back from the dead this evening. I've resurrected it, as they say. What I've done is I've put some valves in it. I've fixed up the tuning capacitor which was rubbing, so the plates aren't rubbing anymore. I have bypassed the rather decrepit speaker wire and just lashed it up to a EM speaker with a 2500 ohm field and an output transformer. It's a TRF receiver. We have a 24A, a 35, 47 and an 80 rectifier, and I'll put some knobs on just to make it easier to operate. When I've been testing things out, I've been exclusively using a period piece of test equipment, Peyton multi-tester, which is a valve tester and multimeter. Underneath I've changed minimal components, put some new filter caps in, just left one of the old replacement ones from the 50s is just hanging there in the meantime. Haven't changed any caps over here or resistors, and I have changed the coupling capacitor, which is to the output valve, which is tucked away behind that wire wound resistor there, because I didn't want to damage the output valve with a bad capacitor, which definitely was bad because it was a old Ducon wax capacitor, old cap seal, which are not much good anymore. So that was likely replaced in the 50s. So the radio had a little bit of work done on it in the 50s, but that was about it. I've put a power cord on temporarily, and you can see where I've just wired in the speaker wires there. So we'll tip it back down and make sure that nothing is shorting out, and I will fire it up, and you can hear how it sounds. So let's, for the sake of it, I'll put a clip on there, and I will put meter probe into one of the wires, taking the HT to the speaker so we can keep an eye on the HT as it comes up. So I think we're ready. Now I'll keep an eye on the meter, change that back to a higher range, turn it on, watch the HT come up, fall back, go back over to the radio, volume up.
To book vaccinations today.
And we get some
If you can't afford downtime when your forklift forks out, then go
going.
The other varieties suitable to those areas.
To what extent is climate
The volume
change
control's a bit
producing?
touchy. It would need cleaning ideally.
It definitely has. I mean, there are not a whole lot of options that have completely
In
gone.
terms of an aerial, what we're using is the original bit of wire. It's probably only about 500 mils long, reasonably close to a transmitter here, so it's that's not really that amazing,
However, there are some thresholds there that are clearly.
but it is picking up all the local stations and sounding pretty good, really. It's Hauraki.
shower dome.
Lines and make
It's Radio New Zealand.
make them productive enough to be economically viable is going to be a push for water resources as well as it might be from temperatures. On the other side,
No AGC in this radio, so stations come in quite loud. But sounds quite clear really, not a lot of distortion. I was expecting a little bit more distortion of the sort of detector it's got. It's got an anode bend detector. But yeah, quite pleased really.
And they were punching them at the margins of that production. And so
90 years old and still going remarkably well, so I thought I'd share that. So I'd share that with everyone. HT sitting at about, I think it's roughly around 220, 230. Yeah, all right, that'll do.